What up? What's up, Goblin? How you doing, man? Happy Sunday. Hopefully the weekend is coming to a close in a good way. I've been doing a little bit of 2K earlier today. Still nursing the foot. Like I guess that's just gonna be what it's gonna be. But either way, it's no biggie. Let's see if I can remember how I set most of this stuff up. So I got the transitions working again. Yep. All right. So we should be good to go. Essentially, at this point, all we got to do is load up the game. Yeah. That's what you got to work on? Oh, your transitions? Yeah, I just went to Fiverr, man. I paid a dude $20 and got like a whole bunch. So I would definitely recommend that route if you can. The thing is, you just have to like go through and find the ones that you like. And that's like time consuming because there's so many versions that you can pick from. So here, let's make the game full screen. And oh, you know what I need to do? I need to pop the I need to see what I'm doing, right? There we go. All right, actually, and you know what? Before I do, because I do want to make sure that everybody is here before I start the game where we left off. So I'm actually gonna load up magic, do my dailies. I'm gonna do that first, and then we'll switch over to as dusk falls. So it gives Busy and DK a minute to get in. So hopefully we can pick up where we left off. So here, we'll leave this just right there. There we go. All right. I'm not going to change the title or anything because I don't plan to be on here long. Just long enough to see what my daily is. Maybe do one match. All right. Attack with 45 creatures. And then I do have to check the daily deals. I do got to do that. I actually used that card, or I used to use it when it was legal anyways. Interesting. All right, so let's do a quick rank match. I say quick, assuming it's going to be quick. So standard, rank, best of one. Gonna change my name to Goblins Goobers because they're someone that has. Oh, there's already someone that has Goblins Goons? Really? Man, I mean. Wow. Somebody has it on what? Like, on what platform do they have it? Somebody has it on Twitch. Wow. Okay. I'll say hello because I don't think I said hello yet this game. Oh, on Twitch. But isn't that you? Because that's what you're using. How is that? Like, isn't that your name right now? Or did you have to, like, spell it some kind of funny name? Some kind of funny way? Oh, yours is lowercase. Okay. I see what you're saying. So they did one of those things. Wow.
I'll be on the front lines. This is my city. I'm going to protect it. Retreat isn't a reason to lose hope.
I have 1 day, 5 hours until you can change it. Did you look up the other one? Like, is the other one good for you to use? Like, will it be okay? So far? Gotcha. Oh, that's fair. right. Well, good game. I might go with my gamer tag on the box too. Okay. That's fair. Something Goblin, gotta see. Gotcha. Makes perfect sense. I get that. Well, hold on. Nope. He's really trying to figure a way out of this, I guess. Four hours later, right? You know it. So for me, it's just a waiting game, really, at this point. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay, so in the end, he was going to quit, and it's okay. It's all right. I admire the will to try to find a way. Just wasn't our lucky time right there. All right, man. So, PlayStation don't like it that Xbox is gonna buy Call of Duty and all the other things that PlayStation can't keep. Yeah, I mean, man, like, too bad we still don't do the podcast. That would be an amazing thing to discuss, actually. So I think it's so funny. I saw the thing that I forget the guy's name, head of PlayStation, where he made that statement about how if Microsoft is allowed to go through with this acquisition with Activision, PlayStation is not going to be able to compete without the Call of Duty brand on their system. They're getting bite back for all the past things that they kept from us. I mean, that's what just makes it so ironic, I think. So they tried to buy Bungie. Well, they did buy Bungie, but Bungie specifically said if you're going to acquire us, we can develop our games and release them on whatever platform we want. We are not going to be restricted to just PlayStation hardware. And so they did it. And they was like, all right, fine. But, technically that counts as a Sony studio now. But no exclusives. Karma, right? Yeah. Yeah, like it's interesting. And then I remember back when Biztone was telling me about the whole Final Fantasy thing with Final Fantasy VII. He told me that Final Fantasy VII is basically Square Enix's like emergency we need money button. That all they had to do was re-release Final Fantasy VII. And when they did it, it was supposed to be a timed exclusive on PlayStation before going to Xbox. But it's been 2 years now? A little over that, maybe? Something like that. And it's still not on Xbox because reasons. Yeah. So, because I remember telling I told him, I said, well, hey, I probably don't want to go back and play the old one. I'm sure, like, it's a good game and it holds up, but I don't feel like playing a PlayStation 2 game for the first time in 2022, like 2021, And so I was like, I'll wait until it drops on Xbox. I figured they'd have like a year exclusivity deal or something like that. But we're like well beyond that, like 2 years in. And apparently Xbox is going to get some other Final Fantasy remake. And it's like, man, like that is really messed up. Like let's not forget what happened with Sony funding Street Fighter 6 on the PlayStation. Like everybody loves Street Fighter. Like why is it that you guys are the only ones that can play it? Like it's kind of crazy. Sorry, but not sorry. Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't even think Microsoft should keep it off. Like, I know they already said, like, after their contract is up that they don't intend to remove it, which is perfectly fine. Their worry is after 3 years goes past, then Microsoft is going to say, okay, we decided that we're no longer going to support the PlayStation platform or whatnot. And they would be within their rights to do it because they spent 68, was it 68 million? Like, it's a ridiculous amount of money. Yeah. So, but, even then at the same time, like, I'm kind of two ways about it because you can see things shifting. Like, I don't know if anybody can explain this. If I go into my games right here and I look at the full library and I look at what's available on Game Pass, a part of me knows that they know what's going on. They know what they're doing to a certain extent. Because this is on Game Pass. And this is a Sony game. This is a Sony owned IP. So, I think Microsoft did a lot of the legwork. I think that they planted the seeds. Cuphead, a timed exclusive on Xbox. They ported it and released it on PlayStation. Minecraft, they bought the rights to Minecraft. They did not yank Minecraft off of the PlayStation systems. Like, it's getting all the updates and the supports and everything that goes on PC, Switch, and Xbox. So, like, it's right there on par. I would love to play God of War on the Xbox, but had to get it on PlayStation 4. Yeah, I have I have nothing against PlayStation, man. I like them all personally. You know, Xbox, PlayStation. I'm a gamer. I play the games. Like I play the games I like, and if you have a game I like, I will play it on your system. Like it's as simple as that. So for me, it doesn't matter if it's only on Xbox or if it's only on PlayStation. But I get the idea that everybody is afraid of what all of this acquisitions and this company buying this studio. Like I get the reason behind it, because when you go from being something that's for everyone and then there's that chance that we don't want to share anymore, I get it. Like if I was a big Call of Duty person and I was strictly a PlayStation player, I would be worried. I'm not, but I for those people who are diehard Call of Duty people, like it makes perfect sense. Don't get me wrong, I love them all, but PlayStation is getting what they had coming to them. See, I can't even say that because like as much stuff that Sony has done that I don't agree with, that I don't like, Street Fighter 5 as another example, I keep mentioning that. They're finally coming around. They kept stuff from PC too, but see, they're finally coming around. Spider-Man came out on PC. Now it was supposed to be on console, like console exclusive, for as long as I could recall. Death Stranding, if you have PC Ultimate Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate, you can play Death Stranding, another PlayStation IP. So they're coming around, but I can't tell you if it's too little too late. After 20 years. Yeah, and Spider-Man, man, that's like a good game. But, people on PC can now play it. The Last of Us, good game. People on PC can play it. Ghost of Tsushima, amazing game. That's probably my favorite game that I played last year. Like, it was just so well done. And, it got me, like, right in the feels, because that's, when I think of games and interactive and mechanics and all that kind of stuff, that's exactly what I was missing. There hasn't been a Tenchu game since Tenchu Z on the Xbox 360. The closest before that I had was Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. And that's not really the same when you're fighting giant demon demigod things. So, yeah, Xbox made a PlayStation, made them start thinking. Well, yeah, I mean, just look at all the goodwill that they've built up ever since all of this stuff started with the acquisition of Mojang, who does Minecraft. Everybody assumed, well, you know what, if you spend what was that one? $11 million for Minecraft, you're only going to put it out on your console. But no, they kept it on everything. They kept it, the mobile versions, the PC versions, Switch versions, 360 versions, PS3 version, PS4 version. Like, it's ridiculous. And you're seeing the success because here we are. How old is Minecraft? Every so often, Minecraft still appears in the NPD sales charts top 10. Like, how old is that game? Like, serious? Yeah, exactly. So I get it, but like I said, I'm not necessarily mad at it either. I think from my point of view, a lot of the games that I want to play on PlayStation, as far as like nostalgia reasons, like for the backwards catalog and all that kind of stuff, I want to play games like Parasite Eve. I wish that they would remake that. But, they've done very well with their new IPs, so it's like I can't fault them for having to dig in the coin purse to try to find, okay, what can we put out that will, get us back on track. Like, they've never been in that position because all their new IPs are so good. All other systems have signal download. Why? Why do they have that? I mean, that's like a whole other thing. Because, like, remember when we were in the generation that had Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, you have to remember PlayStation 3 pretty much started that whole download thing where you gotta like install the disc, and it took forever and a day to do it. But if you remember when we were on the 360, the 360 had updates that went, like the snap of a finger. You were maybe out of a game for what, 30, 40 seconds max. And apparently there's something to it. You know what I mean? Like, if you install the contents of the game, you're going to get better fidelity for your textures, like graphics. Because, like, we have to admit it, the PlayStation 3, while it might have lost that generation initially, the games looked better in terms of the ones that were developed for the cell system, cell process. It looked better, and so I think Microsoft just made the decision that, you know what, going forward, fine, we're not gonna compress any of our textures, like install the whole disc, like do the same thing. Now, it was way more convenient, but I think that little loss of power there and graphic fidelity and whatnot, Microsoft, I think they said, you know what, we can play ball. That's fine. And they said that they were never going to be outperformed again system-wise. So after the Xbox One, they talked about how much powerful it was going to be than the PlayStation and everything. It's like, man, going forward, it's nice to know that they have that mindset. Now, whether or not they'll stick with it, that's a whole other thing. I'm sorry, I like my PS3, the 80 gigabyte brick. It's better than the PS4. No reason to be sorry. You like what you like. So, like, my thing is, like, I didn't get the launch PS3. I wish I would have, because that was the one that had all the backwards compatibility stuff for everything. I think it was the 60 gigabyte one that could play the PS2, PS1 games, and the PS3. I wish I would have been able to get it, but at that time, I wasn't in a financial position to do that. I didn't get a PlayStation 4 until Battlefield... Yeah, whenever Battlefield came out. So that was like a ways into the console. Oh, it was the 80 gig. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I had the SD ports and all that stuff on them. So yeah, man, like, that's pretty crazy. But all I'm saying is, I'm like, look at this. Like, right now. Oh, you can't see because I got magic up there. My bad. You see what I'm talking about? This is a Sony PlayStation game that's on Game Pass. So, like, Sony, like, they're getting it. You know what I mean? I even played the game just because I wanted to see if it was going to do the Sony Studios logo. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, at this point, it might as well start raining cats and dogs, This isn't supposed to happen. But here we are. It happened. They're finally getting it, like I said. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So, like, you got this. This is on Game Pass, MLB The Show, a Sony IP game. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can play Death Stranding. Like, it's on Game Pass. Like, that is so crazy. Team up to get to... Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, they're figuring it out. It's just going a lot slower than we would probably like. But, any progress is better than no progress, because I remember a time where Xbox didn't have any baseball games because they didn't have the license. Sony has the license, so therefore all the baseball games came out only on PlayStation. But I think they changed it last year because the show 2021, I think that was the first game to come over from Sony to Xbox. Like, so they're building it up, and now it seems like we're going to get every year for the people who are into baseball. I'm not, but like, it's there. I even tried it because I couldn't believe it. I remember when the show 2021 came out, I downloaded it and played it on Xbox and Game Pass just because I couldn't believe that it was there. I was like, what is happening? Like, that's how crazy that was. But I digress. Okay. All right, we've waited. We've given people time. Let us load our game. Where is our game? There's our game. Okay. And you know what I think I need to do? I probably need to turn the music off, right? Or no, I guess we're good because we didn't get any warnings or anything the last time we played. In Destiny 2, it took 3 years to get a PlayStation strike on the Xbox for Destiny 2. I believe it. You know, and that's supposed to make you want to buy it on PlayStation so that you have it right away when it comes out, as opposed to having to, like, I get the strategy of it. It really makes sense. I get it. You bought the exclusivity license. Like, you get content first. But 2 years, like, look, that's kind of ridiculous. Come in. Oh, I thought somebody was knocking. No, that's when I said you don't get my money. Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, that's fair. And did not buy a PS5. Well, I bought my PS5 because, like I said, I like all of them, and I can't allow that to be. You know what I mean? Because at this point, it's like, personally speaking, fanboying one side or the other doesn't benefit anybody in the long run. So, like, I get what you're saying when you say that, you know, oh, Sony deserves this because of what they did and all that kind of stuff. In the end, it's just who's the ones who suffer and have to pay for it in the end. It's still the gamers. So, you know, it's like, even if we go back to the 360 time frame, Microsoft was paying for the exclusivity deal with Call of Duty, and all the content came out on 360 first. So they basically paid to keep it off of PlayStation. Like, it goes both ways. I'm not blind. Like, I get it. It's a business. Those are tactics, and as long as the companies are out there accepting those kind of deals, it's going to keep happening. So Sony is worried because Microsoft just basically said, well, you know, we don't have to pay for the milk if we just buy the cow, right? And Sony is like, no fair. We don't have any milk. You can't buy the cow. That's for everyone. I do think, and this is just personally speaking, I think that the Activision acquisition is going to go through without any issues. I think Microsoft is going to be able to buy them. I think everything else they try to purchase after that is definitely going to be looked at under a microscope, because everybody's trying to make that whole claim of monopoly status. Now, you know, it could go, you know, Sony, they really could just go the other way. Well, if you're that concerned, why don't you guys have a meeting with Ubisoft? I mean, I'm not going to say that they're on the level of Call of Duty, but the Tom Clancy license, like, that has weight behind it. You look at how successful Rainbow Six Siege has been, and it's still going, and it's still supported, and has its player base. Like, there are other ways to compete with Call of Duty. Personal opinion. I wish they could all be nice to be able to all just play all the... Exactly. You know, Sony was the last one to the table when everybody was trying to do cross-play. And it's like, you know, that was like pulling teeth. And the only reason it happened was because you had some games that were just too big. You know, we joke about Fortnite and talk trash about it and all that kind of stuff to a certain extent. But if it wasn't for Fortnite, I don't think Sony would have gotten down with the cross-play on all these other games. Like Final Fantasy XIV, right? Exactly. Whew. Who is this pulling up in front of my house? Oh, U-turn. Alright. So cool. Let me holler at my man DK and BizTone. World of Warcraft still too big to come to console. But I mean, just the fact that it's possible for it to happen, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And I think the fact that they have their... I think the fact that cloud gaming, like this whole the Game Pass cloud thing, might even make it possible. Even if it's too big to be on console standalone, cloud gaming is going to allow it to where people will be able to play it. You agree 1,000%? Yeah. 10,000%? 100,000%? I didn't count the zeros. So yeah, Goblin, outside of Call of Duty, what other games are you looking forward to? Personally, like, I know you mentioned God of War. I know a lot of people that play mouse and keyboard on console right now. Like, that's still crazy to me. Like, the idea of a mouse and a keyboard and, like, being able to maneuver and do everything you want. Like, that would be one thing. Like, if I could go back in time and change, I would try to learn to play mouse and keyboard, like, as a younger gamer. Like, probably back in the Quake days, Unreal Tournament, Unreal Championship days. Like, if I could have picked it up then and got it, then I'd be fine. It's too much of a hassle for me, though. Busy lurking. All right. It's gonna get ya. There it is. What's up, B? I tried it. It is so hard. I can on PC, but on console, nope. Well, see, at least you tried. I didn't even go that far. Busy, you're getting food? What's on the menu for you? I'm like, food actually sounds kind of good. It's kind of why I wanted to get this started so I can, you know, having pizza, okay. He said, you getting me food? Thanks. Do you guys even have Venezia's out there? Like, don't you miss it? I know I would miss it. Goblin said no. Oh yeah, I was asking B, because he knows how much I love that place. I think it's like a Southwest chain. You don't eat out, like, at all? Ever? Ever? I can respect that. Let's see. We left off with Homeboy having the sawed off pointed at him, right? Yeah. That's exactly where we left off. Homegrown? Not mad at it. Let's see. But still got a big spare tire. I guess that's one way to put it. Alright. Well, B's picking up pizza. He didn't want to tell us where he's getting his pizza from. Run flat, my sis says. That's funny. Alright, well, I guess I do one more Magic game. One more. And then we'll switch. Goblin, you're feeling iffy about Arc 2? What makes you say that? Or what makes you feel like that, you know? Third person only? I'm indifferent. Like, I like the third person perspective. I understand the first person perspective. Like, I don't know. I get both. And I can see how it could alienate people, like one or the other. Like if it was only first person, a whole bunch of other people would be upset about it. I like first person to shoot things. Yeah. So, you know, I guess I don't know how different this game is going to be from, you know, what we already have. So I guess all I could do is just wait and see. Okay. Jackal 21, it is your turn. I hope they don't change a lot from the base. I kind of feel like it's going to be a whole different game. Because, I mean, you know, I would imagine it cost, you know, I would imagine that Vin Diesel doesn't take on a character in a game, like a role. Like, I'm assuming that that doesn't come cheap. Let it still be Arc in a way. Well, I mean, I think in a way, but I don't know that it's going to be what we've experienced before, you know. I think it's going to be drastically different. I think it's going to be smaller in scope and scale and ambition, if that makes sense. Of course, I don't know anything. I'm not at Wild Card or anything like that. So this is all speculation on my end. I just don't understand how you can have this big focus on story because the first game was not that. It's like they're trying to make up for it. They're doing the opposite of what they did. And I don't know that they're going to have the bandwidth to do everything else that they did on top of the focus on story. You know, for the first Ark game, you had to work to find out what the story was. Like there was no cutscenes, no dialogue, no nothing. Like you had to find all of the dossiers. You had to actually read them once you found them. You know, they didn't make it easy. That's the norm though. I think the first game is the best one 80% of the time. Yep, a lot of reading on that first one. Right. Well, Jackal, you're making this very easy. So thank you, I guess. So he must be mana screwed. I got 5 land, he's only got 2. So this is usually the time where, from what I've seen, people get kind of butthurt in the game. And so they're going to sit there and let the time run out instead of just quitting. Because you really could just quit. But if I'm in a rush and I'm really trying to hurry up and get a quick game in, some people get lucky because I might quit just out of being impatient. But that's not me. Not today. There we go. I can't count that one. He didn't do anything. Yep, that's me. I'll wait there for an hour. Yep, just to get my victory. They all count. What the heck is that? That's a creepy looking creature. I got all the time, right? Goblin gets it. I think Scorn is going to be a cool game. Oh man, Scorn looks hella creepy, I'll tell you that. I don't really play a lot of horror type games, but that one is definitely freaky and terrifying looking. I like it though. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm just like, I don't know if it's for me. You know me though. Yeah. Good points. Why didn't he do that one first? Okay. Diablo 4. Can't wait. Still no release date yet. All right, that's a good one. I totally understand that one. That makes perfect sense. I've been modding Fallout 4 a bit on Steam. Really? How's that going? Nice but hard. That's what she said. Interesting. I got it to where you only get one life. Oh, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. I get what you're saying. Ooh, which one do I want? Yeah, I want that one. And you heal over time, and you gotta eat and drink or sleep, and you can get drunk off of it if you break your leg. Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, I actually did kind of mess with some of the mods on there.
Be brave.
Very slow, but I'm level 7. Yeah, I found a mod. I was looking for a mod to increase the level speed. I thought I found one, but I don't know if I did it right.
I know there's a hero inside you.
Yep, it took me a day to get all my mods just to work right. Wow, that's crazy. Man, this guy was being a bully at the start of the game, and now it's like he's backpedaling. He doesn't know what to do. Another game I'm going to try is High on Life. Is that the Rick and Morty game? Is that the shooter from the people who did Rick and Morty? Okay. I remember seeing the trailer or something like that for that game.
Show him what you got.
All right. I will end my turn. And he quit. Okay. It is what it is. Alright, I know Busy is lurking. He said that he was going to go and get his food. I don't know if DK ever showed up. I don't want to play the game without the people making the core decisions. Goblin, I know you were playing it, but you kind of lingered in the background while DK and B made or tried to make most of the decisions. I know Busy, man, like everything he voted for, just if there was somebody who said opposite, it just didn't go his way. Well, okay. I mean, I don't know. I guess we can put it off until next weekend. Because it's like, I don't want to start over. To have it not necessarily count. But I digress. Alright, I guess I'll just hang out here in Magic for a little bit. Goblin, I appreciate your company, man. Thank you so much. Got me a new pack. I'm going to open it. Want to play God of War Ragnarok, but would love to have it on PC. Well, it'll come to PC eventually. You might have to wait a few years. Hopefully it doesn't get all spoiled. Hmm. 4 years later, right? Exactly. So we had to attack with 45 creatures. We've attacked with 37 so far. Might as well knock this out. Let's see. You've been playing your PC a lot more? Nice. Not mad at that. Yeah, for me, it's still been this on PC. Like, but I'll actually play this on my phone too, though. My phone is dead like the norm. Because I don't use it. That's fair. It stays on my desk and then gets pushed to the back until I need a password. That's fair. So the guy didn't like my enchantment there. That is okay. So this is somebody else that wants to destroy all your stuff. Destroy your enchantments, destroy your monsters, destroy your creatures, destroy your spells, destroy your artifacts. You can have nothing. All right. Congratulations, you've reached 100 messages to... Hey, all right. So that must be like a daily achievement.
Done. Were you gonna wait to eat, or I'm gonna make Leela and your mom's plate? But
Okay, no, I'll finish this and then head out.
okay.
Thank you.
Come on, brothers.
All right. Well, so here we go. We're going to get rid of everything. Because why not? Let's have fun. Let's start over. Oh, he has one of those too. Cool.
let a few thugs threaten this thing.
I went back and played Fallout Brotherhood.
This is my
Oh, wow. That's a throwback. I'm not mad at that. Just got your copy a week ago? Nice. How many people did I need to attack with again? I kind of forgot.
This is your fight. Win it.
There's one more for the tally. And I'm sure my guy is going to be quitting soon. Yeah, it's hilarious the way that this always happens. Would I want to discard a card? Nah. We will,
Show him what you got.
I mean, why not? Let's just go all out here. Apparently he didn't like that. But that's the thing about this game, though. It always gets me. It always kills me. People will destroy your stuff, exile your stuff without prejudice. The moment you do it to them, they sit there like, really? And there's not a single one card you can draw to help you. Good game indeed. Metal Hellsinger is a game that you played. Did you like it? I remember seeing that one. That was like more recent, right? That it just came out or something? Like a week or two ago? Like what kind of game is it? RPG? Is it... Oh, Doomish? Shooter? Okay. There we go. Alright. The daily is done. We've got our gold. We got our monies. It's a crazy rock rhythm game. Oh, okay. It's one of those. Interesting. How's the pizza? Busy? I'm about to go and enjoy my tacos that my wife just made for me. The kills go with the beat. It's interesting. I can see that being like your kind of cup of tea, B. All right, so we'll go ahead and shut down. I don't know, man. I guess we'll have to try to see about when we can coordinate picking up. I'm trying to do it when like all three of you guys are here, and so I guess it just hasn't worked out yet. But no biggie. I'll try to see. I'll try to check in during the week to see. If anybody's gonna have availability. I know DK said that he works during the week, so I thought Saturday was his day. Great stream though. Hey, thanks Goblin, appreciate it. Oh, but it's Sunday. He meant for tacos. And I am not one of those individuals who believes that tacos are only meant for Tuesday. or Thursday or whatever day is the standard national taco day. But it's all good. I appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out, man. Thank you guys. I don't even know if I have anybody that's streaming to raid. Mr. Twitch Anubis is streaming Ark, and Defixa Official is streaming 2K. Well, we'll go over to Anubis. If I can remember how to do this. Yeah, that's how out of it I've been. Like, I have not done this. Okay. All right, you guys. For everybody in Twitch land, I'm going to raid Mr. Twitch Anubis, former FNFC alum. He's on live. Looks like he's making a new character or something. Getting ready to start a new Ark map. I don't know. We'll find out. And I'll post in the Discord when we're going to try to do this again. So I will let you guys know. You're going to take all 7 of them? All right, you guys. Peace out.